guys, today we're going to show you how to make strawberry fruit leather. My kids love fruit roll-ups and these are a healthier alternative. So we are going to turn these into fruit leather, fruit roll-ups. What you're going to do is, so we are using 1.5 pounds of strawberries. You can use just 1 pound and I will tell you how to make it using just 1 pound. For this recipe, you are going to need 1 pound of strawberries hulled and quartered, 1/3 cup of honey, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Like I said, we're using 1.5 pounds because that's what we had and we have a bigger baking sheet. Calls for a 12 by 17 baking sheet. I only have these gigantic ones. You need a silicone baking mat and some sort of kitchen twine or something to tie them together after they are all done and you cut them into strips. Strawberries, which Chris is slicing the tops off of and quartering and putting them right in the blender. And while he is doing that, I'm going to preheat the oven to 175.
Alright, now that I got the strawberries all hulled and quartered and they're in the blender, now we're going to add 1/3 cup of honey and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
He's got the strawberries, the lemon juice, and the honey. We're going to go ahead and blend that until it is smooth. As you can see, the strawberry, lemon juice, and honey is all smooth. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put it in a saucepan and we're going to bring it to a boil. Our mixture is in the saucepan. We are going to bring it to a boil, let it simmer for 10 minutes, and then we are going to let it cool for 5. Alright, our mixture is boiling. I'm going to turn the heat down and let it simmer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is up. I am going to turn the heat off and let it cool for 5 minutes. This is what it looks like after boiling for 10 minutes. It's set for 5 minutes. This is what you're left with. Kind of like a very thick mixture. You are then going to take your baking sheet, pour this mixture out on it. You want it to be almost to the edges. Make sure it is a nice and thin, even layer. Now that the mixture is spread evenly on your baking sheet, we're going to put it in the 175-degree oven for 5 hours or until the center is set. My helper is licking the spoon. How's it taste?
Excellent.
So now that the puree is set, mine took a little bit longer because I used more than 1 pound. I am going to let it cool completely and then I will show you what I do next. This is what it looks like. We're going to let this cool completely and then we'll show you the next step. Our fruit leather is completely cool. What you're going to want to do is take a sheet of parchment paper and you are going to lay it on top of the fruit leather So you're gonna lay the piece of parchment paper on the top of the fruit leather, and then you're going to flip it over and then gently peel the silicone mats back. And then once you peel the mats back, it should stick to here, and that's when you're gonna cut it into slices, roll it up, and then tie it with your kitchen twine or whatever you have that you're holding them together. Alright, so my piece of parchment paper is on top of the fruit leather. And then you're going to gently peel your silicone mat off. Now that your fruit leather is transferred to your parchment paper, you are going to cut it into strips. And you can cut them however thick you would like. So now that they are all cut into strips, what you're going to do is you're going to roll it up. And it should look something like that. And then you're going to take your twine and you're just going to tie it closed. And then you're going to store these in an airtight container or like a ziplock bag. So there you go. 3 ingredient fruit leather recipe. Super easy. The kids can help you. Making it is really simple. It's the baking it in the oven that takes a while. 5 hours in the oven and a little bit of work. And you can, I didn't have kitchen twine, so this is what I use to tie my plants up in the garden. But I'll probably just roll them up and stick them in an airtight container. I probably won't worry about tying these. This was just to show you guys. But there you have it. Hope that you guys liked this video, and we will see you on the next one. I also wanted to introduce you to the newest member of our family. But we just picked him up last night. So his big brother Hunter, who just turned 1 in May, can have a playmate. How cute is he? What better way to end a video than with puppies?